Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Gemstone Legends video. In this video, we're obviously going to be doing a new hero review of the Halloween sort of exclusive hero, Frankenstein. Got lucky on a single platinum scroll and hadn't started recording yet. So let's discuss. First of all, it's pretty cool that they're doing a hero specific for Halloween. I kind of like that. I mean, I guess Empires and Puzzles has done that as well in one way or another, but usually with their seasonal heroes. So anyways, this seems pretty special for the game. I think the art's pretty cool. I like their specific take on him. It's not just the, bolts sticking out of his neck kind of approach, but they took their own approach with him. And I glanced at his skills before, but we'll take another look. So, special ability, gains Fortify for 3 turns if above 70% HP. Gains Fortify and increase defense for 3 turns if below 70% HP, so there's a lot of survivability there. Deals damage to a single enemy based on 360% defense. Alright, so to start, very survivable, tanky kind of guy, which goes along with that kind of brutish strength that he's characterized by. And that means he's going to do more damage if below 70% HP. So, all right. This is where it gets complicated. When he has less than 40% of remaining HP, he becomes enraged and gets... So, anytime you go under 40%, this happens. And it doesn't seem to be limited by a once per battle thing. It seems to be as many times as it happens, it'll happen. 1% more damage on attacks with gems for every 500 defense he has. So, say you get up to 5,000. That's 10 units of 500. So you get 10% more damage on gem attacks. We'll look at this in the lexicon and see what it goes up to, because 10% more is not very impressive to me. Gains 100 speed is pretty damn impressive. When attacking with gems, he deals damage based on 12% of his missing HP to the attacked enemy. Okay, so 12%. So you want to have high HP as well, so that, if you're missing 40,000, 12% of that will give you an extra 4,000 damage, which is not that big either. And you'd need to be missing a lot. So I want to see what this does in the lexicon. I think this will be generous in there to encourage you to use tomes. Every time he's affected by a special ability, and in every turn of his team, he is inflicted with silence status for 1 turn. He gains 90% less mana. So basically, once he becomes enraged, he's kind of like Maharold. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's all about gem attacks, it seems like. So, I don't know how I feel about that, or if I completely understand it, but every time he's affected by a special ability, like, why do you need to include that if it's already in every turn of his team? Because that just means once he's enraged, he's silenced at all times. You can maybe get around that with ailment blocking, or if you could clear it with somebody else, like if you combine him with my hero, the Vulcan, you may be able to remove that. But he also has 100 more speed, so he's going off often and dealing high gem attacks. Yeah, so kind of a strange hero. I'm not really sure of the best use case, but let's take a look in the lexicon and see what these go up to, because I think it's going to be pretty generous. Alright, so looking back at the special skill, all the way up, Fortify for 5 turns. But if he's silenced, he won't get this once he's enraged. So this is only when you're dealing regular damage. 500% defense seems pretty solid, especially if you have increased defense. Alright, so what about this? Real long. When he has less than 40%, he becomes enraged. 4% more for every 250. Wow. So that's what, 400 speed? Holy shit, I was right. This is extremely generous. All right, so let's look at the first one. So that would be, whoa. Holy shit. So if you have 5,000 defense, you know, have 20 units of 250. So 20 times 4 is 80% more damage on gems. 400 speed, so he's going to be at like 600 plus. When attacking with gems, he deals 22% of missing HP. So if you're missing 40k, you're doing a fifth of that, which is 8,000. So again, that's not super impressive. It's definitely better. I think it's twice as good. But it's really about... Oh, that kind of sucks, actually. Because the damage you deal with gems is based, as far as I know, is based off of your attack stat, but he's defense-based. So he has this weird survivability angle. However, he gets enraged to deal more damage, but it's only based off of his attack stat, which is going to be sort of ignored because you want to maximize defense and HP, maybe? Because, yeah, to have this increased damage stack as much as possible, you want... Yeah, wow, I don't know how to build this hero. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because I can't wrap my head around it. It seems very good, and a boost to 400 speed is pretty crazy, but... and then you're silenced every turn and gaining next to no mana, and then he gets a flat stat boost at the top, 10% more defense and tons of res. So maybe he has a chance to resist the silence. I don't know. If you have any more understanding than I do, please share with me and any other viewers in the comments, because this is a confusing one for me. But yeah, seems like an interesting hero, one that I wanted to have because I like the heroes that have a unique angle, and it's kind of fun, the seasonal component as well, which makes me think we're going to see some cool seasonal Christmas heroes, because the ones they released had been very dominant for a while. Claus and Mrs. Claus, or Klaus, however you want to say it. Yeah. So if you're not playing Gemstone Legends and you want to be, there are links in the description that'll give you a free starter bonus. So check those out, but you got to use one of the links in the description. And everyone else, yeah, let me know what you think of this hero. I'm very curious. Caught my attention, but I want to know what other people think. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.